and welcome to Father Allan Talks, or as it's quickly becoming known as, the Chopper Channel. I wanted to talk to you today about the recent decision of the Court of Appeal to reduce Carla Foster's sentence from initially 28 months down to 14 months suspended. Carla Foster, as you might know, was a woman convicted in a court of taking abortion pills from BPAS, basically lying that she was only 6 to 8 weeks pregnant, and taking those pills when she was clearly 34 weeks pregnant, killing the child, now called baby Lily. There is nothing good about this case. Everything is tragic. And before I say anything else on this, I think it's important I make clear that I wish Carla Foster all of the prayers, good wishes, and support that we can give her. She needs our prayers. She needs our spiritual support at the moment to go through this very difficult time and to be a good, wholesome mother to her remaining children. But the question comes up and it is asked, was justice truly served in this case? The judge that wrote the decision on the Court of Appeal said that this case calls for compassion, not punishment. She neglected to mention the important aspect of justice. So I'll ask that question. Was justice served in this case? And I would have to say, in all honesty, no, it wasn't. What is justice? Giving everyone their proper due. Now, a lot of people will ask me, well, Father, yes, justice is important, but what about mercy? What is the role of mercy in this case? Yes, you must have mercy. No doubt about it. I preach mercy every day. Jesus Christ preached it. He came to redeem sinners. But at the same time, there also has to be justice. You can't have one without the other. The Bible is actually full of examples of this, and the three readings I'm going to share with you now come from the book of Psalms. O Lord, you will hear the desire of the meek. You will strengthen their heart. You will incline your ear to do justice for the orphan and the oppressed, so that those from earth may strike terror no more. God is indeed a God of mercy. He loves us. But to have mercy, we also must have contrition. Nonetheless, justice is equally important. Justice, again, giving everyone their proper due. And this is carried on in the next psalm I'm going to share with you, which is Psalm 82, verse 3 to 4. Give justice to the weak and the orphan. Maintain the right of the lowly and the destitute. Rescue the weak and the needy. Deliver them from the hand of the wicked. Again, mercy and justice. The last psalm I want to share with you is very close to it. It is Psalm 85, verse 10, where it says, steadfast love and faithfulness will meet. Other translations have it, justice and love have met. Righteousness and peace will kiss each other. You can't have justice without peace. So how is justice for baby Lily denied in this case? Well, the very fact that a lot of commentators who are supporting Foster has denied baby Lily's very humanity, her very right to exist. And there's three arguments, essentially, that has been used to defend Carla Foster, to defend the decision that she did. And I'll take one of them each in turn. The first is basically the argument presented by Stella Creasy. Stella Creasy is a Labour MP in Parliament, a very vocal pro-abortion supporter, and essentially her argument is that this is an old law from the 1840s. It should be changed. It's dated. Now, Carla Foster, because she's been convicted, even though she is now out of jail, will face a criminal record, and she will have to have that criminal record stuck with her for the rest of her life. Well, Stella, I hate to be the one to break this to you, but shock and horror, if you actually commit a crime, what Stella Foster did, you're going to get a criminal record. It's that simple. But more important than that, when she said that this law is dated, I'm thinking, do we change every law because it's old and it's dated? The laws of rape against rape and murder have been in the books for quite a long time. No one's advocating changing those for a good reason. We are sending a very clear message. Rape and murder are wrong. Killing a viable human being, no matter its geography, is also wrong. The second argument comes from Rebecca Reed. She's a commentator on GB News. And I was quite shocked when she described the baby Lily and all the other unborn children who have been killed on abortion as quote-unquote zygotes, not even a full human being. Well, this argument borders on the ridiculous. It was a viable human being. Sorry, Rebecca. She had a name. Her name was Lily. But probably the most disturbing commentary came from Bev Turner on GB News. She's a daytime host on that station. And essentially her argument is that every child should be a wanted child. So if baby Lily wasn't wanted, Carla Foster was completely within her rights to kill her. That's essentially what she is saying. Now, besides that being incredibly insulting to children such as myself who were born in not ideal circumstances, it's also incredibly Nietzschean. What do I mean? Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher in the 19th century, and he argued famously that God is dead and we have killed him. What did he mean by that? Effectively, he meant that science has now answered all of the questions that used to be answered by God, and we don't really need God anymore. But he also realized there was a God-shaped hole in our civilization. How is that hole going to be filled? Nietzsche answered with the Übermensch, the supermen, the ones who are able to impose their will on society, their desires on society. And essentially that is the abortion movement writ large. The desire that my will supersedes everything, including another person's very right to life. So where does this leave us all? We need to confront evil when we see it, but we also need to call for God's justice. And God's justice will be delivered. So pray for the strength to carry on the fight. Pray for the repose of the soul of baby Lily. Pray for God's mercy in the case of Carla Foster. Pray that she's able to be a mother to her remaining children. And don't be afraid to continue fighting the pro-life cause. God bless you.